I love great conversations. Hi, my name is Angel Jones. Thank you for joining me on 12-Minute Convos, where I help you create a brand of your own unique real self. Listen in as I have conversations with amazing people from all over the world. Good night, Tasha Meys. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am excellent. It's a great pleasure to connect with you. Please tell us, what part of the world are you in right now?
Yes, well, it's funny you say night actually, because it's New Zealand and it's brilliantly sunny outside because it's lunchtime.
Oh my, you are in my future. That's great. How
I
does it
am.
look?
Very nice. I'm actually looking at some trees and blue sky and the beach is across the road, so New Zealand is good today.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Well, do tell us which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history.
I would say my passion and talent for Instagram. So I'm an Instagram specialist and I co-own the Instagram growth company Ace and I also create content for my own channel, Tastefully Tash.
I love your accent. So again, that's Ace, like I would pronounce it Ace the Gram, right? Ace,
Yes.
Threm, Ace the Gram. Wonderful. So you are co-owner. Tell me, what specifically are you doing over there?
Yes, so my business partner and I teach either personal brands or businesses how to utilize Instagram for marketing. So whatever message or business they have, we teach them how to speak the language of Instagram to connect with their target audience on Instagram.
Now, there's Tash and there's Viv, right? In the business, are you both the same flavor when it comes to business input, or is one the driver and is one the creative?
I would say Viv is definitely more the COO in the way of she does all the back end of the business and makes sure the wheels don't fall off, and I'm more the creative.
Oh, definitely. Well, by your Skype picture, I can see that while you're eating what seems to be a watermelon. It's pretty small, definitely fruits, and the sea being the background.
Yes, that was a picture for my Instagram Tastefully Tash, and it's color and fruit and health and wellness are very important to me.
So, who did you learn the skill of being creative and being this free spirit? Who did you learn that from?
My parents often say that they don't really know where it came from because neither of them are like wildly creative. But I think it's just been something in me that I've always been really passionate about and I've always gravitated towards. So yeah, I think just since I was little and going to kindy and trying all these different things and creating, it just grew.
And now that you are that person and you're very confident in who you are, why will you continue to be that person?
I think especially owning Ace the Gram with Viv, I think owning a business really is like a personal development course every single day. And I think it makes you really realize and have to get to know yourself and who you are and what your intentions are and where you want to be headed. So I think I'm getting to know myself more every day and becoming more confident in my decisions and who I am because of that.
That's great. Now, where's the best place for people to connect with you guys?
Best place would be Instagram podcast. So we have a podcast that specializes in Instagram growth and all things Instagram, or our website, acethegram.com.
Love it. I listened to the episode and it was pretty cool listening to that last episode that you did, and you were telling your guests, hey, I did listen to your podcast and I would like to turn one of the questions you ask on them. It was pretty cool. I think it's pretty respectable, isn't it? Like when you do that, right? Like give full respect to that individual when you're coming onto their podcast. Podcaster to podcaster. Do you agree?
Yes, I do. Yeah, that's really cool that you listened.
Yeah, definitely. Well, do tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years, please.
I would say probably post nearly every day and create content for my Instagram, Tastefully Tash, which is where what started Ace the Gram really on my side. My business partner started a sportswear brand first, and that's what led her to Instagram. But mine's definitely been, creating photographic content every day, but and then progressing that and posting that has been my consistent thing for 3 years.
How does that make you feel?
I think it inspires me and it lights me up because I realize that I've got to sort of do something creative to have that outlet in some way, whether it's like painting or drawing or taking photos. I think it really inspires me and pushes me when I know that I'm creating content that is progressing my creative talent. So I think it's just like a need that I have.
Why would you suggest to someone that's listening, someone specifically the consistency? Why would you suggest within the social media realm? Why would you suggest someone definitely ensure they have both consistency with the quantity and the quality aspect of what you do?
Yes, well, I would say consistency has been probably the biggest driver as to why Instagram and Tastefully Tash have been the most successful things that I've done, because I'm a serial dabbler, so I love have phases with things, but those are the two things that I've stayed consistent with, and the results are that they've actually become something. So it's you have to be consistent to get it to a point where it starts to gain traction and snowball. So I would say, yeah, the importance of consistency is so that people know that you're going to show up and you're going to keep showing up, and that's what will draw them to you.
Amazing audience, you're hearing it live again from Tasha Meys. Tash, let's switch gears for a moment. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Tash, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Oh, I was actually thinking about this, and I would say it would be at kindy, which is what we call in New Zealand the place that you go to before like primary school. Yeah, so it was probably there when I was like playing outside and walking and creating different things and with my friends and just playing outside within that kindy environment.
So this puts you at the age of around 3 or 4, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Why do you think this memory is so clear?
I actually don't know that, but I think because it did engage all of my senses, I kind of can still smell the like apple crumble that they used to make for us for breakfast, and then like it was really tangible. It was a really cool way to grow up, not in the traditional like it wasn't your classic childcare place where you sort of get dropped off and are left to your own devices and just play with the little kids. It was more like nature oriented, and you would make things and you would play outside, and like creating and all of that was a big focus. So I think it was just because it engaged all of my senses.
And now that we've revived that memory, how do you see it connecting to who you are today?
I think maybe because it was the first time that I really felt like a place got me, and that I could have a space where I could explore my creativity and grow and be myself. So now that I think, yeah, I've never really thought about it, but that's probably why.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, looking at this Skype picture again, I love the fact that you've kept the theme. It seems as though you're an outside person and you're eating something, which definitely connects to what was the apple crumbs and your love for everything that seems to be food. Yeah, but it's really cool to see the theme kept the same during the years. Pretty cool to now, at least seeing it from the picture view of now to then.
Yes, yeah, no, it's definitely been interesting thinking about that journey, and then, yeah, really what I'm focusing on these days.
If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
Oh, 12. Probably Avril Lavigne, Complicated, or Skater Boy. She was my favorite artist.
All right. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form, so it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
Yes.
Tash, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Not a specific person, but I think the whole nature of our business is passing on what we've learned using Instagram to then give people those skills that they can develop their own businesses and use the platform. So I think a lot of people, hopefully.
Are you married?
No.
Do you have children?
No.
Do you believe in God?
Not in the traditional sense, but in a spiritual sense, a higher power, yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Sometimes I work and I have Netflix on in the background, but usually not.
What about screen time? The phone and the computer, is it more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Oh, less than 8, but definitely on my phone a lot with the nature of my work.
Yeah, I can imagine that. Well, if you had to share with us your own unique real statement, Tash, a statement that represents who you are, what would you say that is?
Oh, as an advice or my philosophies?
Yeah, definitely. Your philosophies.
This is a hard question. I think just seeing the best in things and positivity and lightness. And I think if you look for whatever you look for, you'll find. So if you're looking for the positive, you'll always see the positive.
Love it. Hey, Tash, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
Probably just if people do want Instagram things or to check out Instagram, then yeah, do listen to Instagram podcast or check out our website, www.instagram.com.
Well, there we go. Tasha Meys, well, this was a great pleasure. Again, thank you for being on What is Inspired by 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones. Thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.